What's the best piece of marital advice you received so far?
Have sex frequently.
That's gangster.
Like, I'm just saying, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. An orgasm a day keeps the anger away.
Like we always do with this time, I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. I go for mine, I get to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Hey, 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 welcome to the good life.
Welcome back. What's going on, everybody? I'm your co-host, Dark Skin Randy.
And I'm Certified Chrissy.
And welcome to another episode of BandTalk.
We'll be talking about those forever bands.
Before we go any further, as y'all can see, the BandTalk challenge, the Band Wave challenge has been gaining some love on TikTok. Which you had like 2K. I think she like had 2K views or whatever.
They say nothing in this life is forever.
Throw your bands in the sky, wave them side to side, and give yourself
I don't want it if it isn't forever. Forever.
So, you know what I mean? Since we're not going to go any further, let's get right into the band wave. So make sure y'all bands is right. Now throw your bands in the sky, wave them side to side, and give your spouse a 5. Make sure y'all keep doing it. Keep sending it in. And for those of y'all that's watching on YouTube, what they supposed to do?
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know how it is.
Because it's that time of year. By now, y'all know the reception is coming. The reception is coming. The reception is coming. Y'all have seen our little commercials. We got commercials out telling y'all about the reception. I'm going to explain to y'all a little bit more about the reception. It's one of those events where you get to grab your lady. You know what I mean? It's like a date night. You know what I'm saying? You grab your lady, you make sure she dressed up. You fellas, I'm asking. Some of y'all might not be able to pull this off. I ain't mad at y'all, but I'm asking. Throw that suit on, bro. Show your woman what a good suit look like. You know what I'm saying? If
Get
you got
real
spiffy. Got a
spiffy.
real good tailor. Get your suit on. Come meet me down here. We're going to be in Rosedale, Queens, November 25th. It's a great spot. The Eventbrite link should be somewhere, either here or in however
You'll see it in the description.
You know how Vi do her thing. But November 25th, we're going to dance. We're going to laugh. We're going to enjoy ourselves.
Yes.
Every wedding reception, that's usually how you feel when you leave. You go home with your person that you went with. Y'all feel a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be games. It's going to be, I think we're doing a happy hour wine, right?
Wine and sangria, yeah.
Wine and sangria for like the first 2 hours. So, pull up, because also in the first 2 hours, we're going to have a lot of entertainment for y'all.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of entertainment. This
So
ain't
don't
just
be late.
Yeah. This ain't just like some regular party where you pull up at the end kind of joint. You're going to want to be a part of everything that happens November 25th.
On today's episode, we have the wonderful couple, the Roberts. We have Kenneth Robert, who is in the process of becoming a New York police officer.
Okay.
And his amazing wife, Stacey Roberts, who's a school teacher.
Oh, man. Let's bring them up.
They've been together for 4 years, married for 1.
Okay. There we go.
They still newlyweds.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hi, how are you?
Newlyweds in the building.
Y'all still in that real honeymoon stage of the relationship.
So these questions,
Yeah,
these questions are gonna be they're gonna get some fun answers from y'all when it's this fresh and young. So how you feeling today on this beautiful day?
Feeling really good. It's a holiday weekend for me, so no school on Monday.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yep.
So we're feeling really good.
Okay, that's much better. That's much better.
Okay, well, we spoke to your husband and we ran this down, but just so you know, we have 5 semi-serious questions to ask you guys, and we need individual answers.
See, I personally feel like Kenneth probably told her that though. Oh, I was betting that he told her that. How much you want to bet? Look at the camera. Tell him. Seriously.
Did he tell you? Thank you. Where's my money? Y'all know you know.
We just gonna scratch our head on that one. That's all.
Y'all never tell us. Y'all never tell us. So
Never.
for you to bet on that,
Never.
like, come on.
Back to
It's the communication, but that's one of the flaws in the communication. We just gotta play like we know what's going on.
Yeah, you don't got nothing to say.
yeah, nah. Question
one. Oh. So yes, question 1. Why did you get married?
Remember, individual answers. We need individual answers. So
Let's
why
go.
did you? Now we gotta start with you, Ken. We gotta ask
What's
why.
up, awesome.
Why did you ask?
Mm-hmm.
And then Stacey will be able to answer. Why did she say yes?
Yep.
Okay, so I just grew up around marriage. I know that's something that I wanted in my life. My parents have been married for 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats.
That's dope.
Appreciate it. Uncles and aunts been married, so it's something I grew up seeing. I've been privileged enough to say that I have been exposed to marriage, so I knew that as far as a relationship, I knew I wanted that to be a destiny for me.
Okay.
Me and Stacey showed a lot of common interests. Our families meshed extremely well, better than we expected. our families are like best friends, so there were some things that Stacey did for me that I never experienced in any other relationship. So it was a no-brainer for me that I was going to marry Stacey. And I'm just happy she said yes.
Wow. All right. See, that's you when a man sees it.
But I
it's
want.
something
What did you
aspire to.
see?
It's like you said, it's family seeing
Well,
all that.
So
pinpoint
if I
something.
elaborate, I'll elaborate. It's not a problem.
Okay, go ahead.
So the first time I actually knew that Stacey could be my wife is I'm very big on family. So on Thanksgiving, she invited myself, my parents, and my sisters over to have Thanksgiving at her parents' house, and it just meshed so well. My father knew her aunt; they went to school together.
Wow.
Let me backstory. We're both Guyanese. We're both.
Oh, okay.
I'm born in Brooklyn, but Stacey was actually born in Guyana.
Born and bred.
So we have Guyanese. That's our culture. That's where our families are from. So it just meshed so well, and I was just kind of taking a step back and just looking at our culture. We grew up in the same church, so it just worked out.
Okay, wait. So how long y'all known each other?
I met Stacey when I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was just strictly on a friend basis. I was in a relationship. Stacey had her relationships. We shared a lot.
I laughed, Stacey.
Stacey was like, I don't know about just friends.
I laughed. Said something else.
Because it was strictly friendship. It was nothing more than that.
It was nothing more than that. I respected our friendship. We shared a lot of information together, and I asked a lot for relationship advice as a friend, and vice versa. And we never try to. I never wanted to step out of that realm. Neither did Stacey. Although I was attracted to her, the attraction was definitely on my end.
Okay.
I was in the friend zone.
He was in the friend zone. So
your answer, Stacey, your answer now is getting real. It has to be interesting because you even just admitted
he was in the friend zone.
So it is because we were friends for over 10 years because there's a 4-year difference between Kenneth and I.
Okay.
So I met Kenneth when he was 15. I was in college at the time. I think I came back home from college because I went away. So I was always in a relationship. I had the nickname in college as Cuffcakes because I was always cuffed up. I was never single. So I was always in a relationship.
Cuffcakes is hilarious.
Yeah, I never heard that.
It was my Instagram handle for a while. So it was Cuffcakes. And it was like I always told Kenneth this, so he knew my relationships. He knew the ins and outs. He knew when a guy was getting on my nerves. And I would always come to him and be like, listen, so am I crazy or is this something I need to shift my focus or my conversation in? And he always gave me advice. It was never, oh, I like you, so you should do this. Or it was always sound advice. And I respected it. We went on so many dates as friends. People thought we were crazy. We went to dinners. We went to lunches. We went out to poetry things. We did so many outings as friends that it looked like we were in a relationship and we weren't. So the reason I said yes to Kenneth for us to actually take the step and to start dating is because I saw how rich our friendship was. And for me, groundwork is important. You need to be able to have good groundwork before we can even get to this. Because if I don't like you, I'm not going to want to be around you. And that's just how it is. So we dated, and it was literally like a fairy tale. Because wherever Kenneth was, I was. There was no separation except if we went to work and we went to our respective homes. That was it. We were always together. So when he proposed, people thought that I knew, but I had no idea. We planned a vacation, and I tried to cancel that vacation because it was so last minute.
Good thing you ain't canceled.
I am such a planner that he bought the tickets, I think, 2 weeks before we actually flew out. And I was like, you're insane. Price is going to be high. I'm not going. And he was like, don't worry about it. We're going to pay whatever. We going. And I was just like, this man's tripping. So needless to say, we got engaged. No information I knew about. All of our families knew about it before I did. He went to them, asked them, got permission. Everybody knew. And they were calling us the entire time we were away. Like, hey, what's going on? How's the break? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, we're good. We're alive. I know it's COVID-ish, but we're alive. But I said yes because I was marrying my best friend. Like, Kenneth was literally my best friend that turned into a relationship. So I was getting the best of both worlds. And I knew we'd be good.
So here we are now. One of the stories we get to play. I'm gonna make sure Viola chop this up because they say you can't get out the friend zone. My man got out the friend zone. The husband zone.
Yeah.
Ain't no first. It happens.
The only reason
you got to be a friend first.
I think the only reason he got out is because he spoke up. A lot of guys don't speak up and make their intentions known. And he actually spoke up. I don't know if he told you, but when he was on his way to trying to get out the friend zone, he tried to kiss me at a hangout that we just went to with his friends at a hookah lounge. And I had to hit him with the, what you doing?
Let's stick a pin. We're going to stick a pin.
Oh, you want to stick a pin?
So, let me explain what happened. Stacey, I was intimidated. I'll be honest, I was intimidated. It'd be like that sometimes. I was always attracted to Stacey, but I never wanted to cross those boundaries. So one time we went out with my with a few friends, cute co-workers at the time. Not gonna lie, I had a little bit too much to drink, but I gained a lot of confidence from those drinks.
Liquid courage.
So I had my friend in my ear. He was like, "Yo, Stacey, look, why are you and Stacey?" And I was like, "Nah, man, never." And then as the night went on, I was looking at Stacey. I was like, "You know what? Why not?" So, I put my hand on her leg, on her thigh, and everything. She never moved it. So I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, but I noticed.
And then eventually, as the night went on, we started talking. I said, "Yo, why don't we actually go on a real date?" And she said, "Why not? Let's do it." And I don't know, I just got a little overzealous and I tried to go in for a kiss. The moment was right. She actually ruined our first kiss. She ruined. This is a story that we could tell, like when we have children and all that stuff. I can't even tell them about our first kiss because she turned into Mayweather, was dodging me like literally.
I want to know if either one of y'all felt a difference between the way you guys used to hang out and then that moment after when you go, let's go on an official date. Did it feel like really different to y'all?
Yeah, was it awkward at first?
It was completely awkward. It was awkward. It was a whole transition because we never held hands. We never did certain things. We never really looked deep into each other's eyes. Like certain things that normal couples would do. So that was weird.
Yeah.
It
was awkward because it was like so our first date we went to Broadway. And we were sitting next to each other and I was just like, I don't want to be up on him. Like I don't want my hand to brush against his leg. Like it was so weird. And it took a while. And I told him this because it was an adjustment for me. Seeing him out of that friendship lens and now seeing him as a suitor, it was like, oh my gosh. Like
I don't think we didn't kiss. It took us maybe like 3 or 4 months before we had our like Real
Official,
official
yeah.
kiss.
It took a couple of months because it was so awkward for me.
This is organic. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
It
like
was
it,
awkward for us,
please. That
though.
was that, but that's
It was
for
awkward
me,
for us.
we old, man. That was many moves.
It was-
Many moves.
we
For me,
started
that
off
was-
the same way,
Yeah, that
though.
was many.
I was going through my insecurities during that time too, because in my mind I was like, I hope she's not settling for me and whatnot. And she was always giving me that reassurance that, like, no, I'm not settling. It was just give me some time and let's keep building on what we have.
Yeah.
And that helped out. That helped me out a whole lot.
As she says, she feels like that was us, but that was like many moons ago when we
When we started out as friends first too, like this, I was the relation. We called each other when we was in relationships, asking questions, the whole same thing. So that's why but I always knew he liked me. That was the thing. I knew. So
I didn't know.
Well, Kenneth, you hit it good because this one, yeah, nah.
I was able to hide it very well.
Yeah. What?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't lying.
Exactly.
But, shout out to getting out the friend zone. I mean,
There's hope.
Go ahead.
Nah,
say it.
because I don't want you gonna make me sound like an old dude talking like this. And I don't want that. So it's cool. We're gonna move on to question 2.
Okay, question 2. What's one thing your spouse has done that surprised you?
I could go ahead with this one. I was surprised. It's a lot of things. I can't. It's a lot of things. Like Stacy washed my clothes for me. I'm not even used to that. My mom started washing my clothes years ago, so I've never had another individual wash my clothes. That kind of threw me off. I didn't really know how to react to that. There was times when Stacy knew I was tired and I had to go to work, and she would be in the kitchen cooking me up multiple meals, like meal prepping, and just making sure, like she was just like catering to me, like really taking care of me, and it was just a side of her that I'm like, yo, I've known you all my life. You could cook. Like, if I knew you could cook, we'd have wrapped this up a long time ago. You feel me? Like, I never
that skill.
Yeah, I never knew she could cook. Her mom is a great chef, and I didn't know that gene was passed down. So that threw me for a loop, for real.
For me, I think service shows a lot more for me, especially when you do things, whether it's directly to me or to my family or just to people in general. And I remember we were doing something at the church. I think it was a Labor Day weekend where we were probably sharing out flyers. And it's just seeing, Kenneth is a naturally caring person. So to see him just bestow that onto other people, it's like literally when you see the movies or the cartoons and the heart eye emojis start popping out, and then it's like, oh my God, and the heart starts thumping. It's literally just like that. It's like, I love to see that side of him because he cares and it shows that he has a heart. Where it's like, it's a dude, especially a Black male, they're like, oh, I gotta be so tough and so hard and I don't have no weaknesses. I don't like nobody. I don't show no emotion. And it's like to see somebody actually like put their arm around another young man and be like, listen, I can chop it up with you. Like, I can tell you what you need to do. Like, I can help you with this. I can walk you through this. I can support you. I can like give you assistance and guidance. Like, to me, that's sexy. You don't got to put on no suit. You don't got to do none of that. That alone is sexy, to see you mentor and to like speak life into somebody else who doesn't have it. Like, that in itself did it for me.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to bring back an old question from season 1.
Okay.
Due to you guys being newlyweds. Okay. Question. What were your expectations of marriage before getting married, and were they met or exceeded?
Ooh, child.
What are my expectations? My expectations, and I'm going to reiterate the fact that I was exposed to marriage based off my parents' marriage and my uncles and everything like that. So my expectations was, getting a house, the man is, fixing things around the house. Like my father's a plumber, right? Like if it snowed, like we'll be outside, shoveling, and mom will be in the kitchen making us hot chocolate and stuff like that. So it was kind of it's my expectations were teamwork. While I'm doing one thing, you're doing something, but we're doing something like together to build the relationship. And although we've had some little bumps here and there, my expectations have been met. So I'll say that, yeah.
He's only saying that because I am more independent in that aspect. So yes, I see my parents mirror that and do that, because there are roles that end up being in the home as you get older in the marriage. And my parents are going to celebrate 45 years. So they've known each other since their early 20s. So it's like I see those things as well. But my mom has also raised the females to be more independent. So we do for ourselves instead of waiting for things to be done. And in a lot of Caribbean households, that's an issue, because it's very old school, where it's like the guys do this and the women do that. And I'm like, I'm not waiting for you to wake up to shovel snow. I'm going to shovel the snow.
Yeah, like
I'm not waiting for you to empty the garbage. I'm going to empty the garbage. So
I'm taking offense to that, because I'm like, what you doing? Why you outside? Put down the shovel. I'll do that. But she like Stacey said that.
It's not a beef. We don't have an issue. We don't have an issue with you guys wanting to help. That's not a thing. But don't go outside before him to shovel the snow. Like, let him get outside first, then you come out and maybe help if you like.
But he sleep. If I know he did it overnight, I'm not gonna wait for him or wake him up to be like, shovel the snow, because my dad is in his 60s and we had him stop shoveling snow since he was in his 50s, because it's like at the end of the day, you can slip and fall outside, and that's more injury than we need.
But
so
same thing with you, and you might lift a little less than I can lift. So let's not make you slip and fall. I'll come out. We both work together, if anything. And I just don't like the fact when plenty of episodes, it's been said already. I hate to see her dragging the garbage out. Like, if I slip and forget it for a second, and I'm like, God, and then she does it, and she's like, I don't care, but it bothers me. Yeah. It just bothers me. And I know it's my fault, because I shouldn't forget, but I don't like to see her do it. And I get why he doesn't like to see you outside shoveling snow.
Yeah, I'm like, then I got my neighbors asking me, hey man, I see your wife out there shoveling. Now I gotta explain, bro. Like, it's not even like that. Like, I'm doing my job.
It's not our fault that y'all forget or y'all sleep, and we don't want to bother you when we can do it too. Exactly. We think we're helping.
No, again, we're not saying you're not helping, right? We're not saying that. All I'm trying to explain to you is that it's hard for us to watch our woman do something that in reality you don't want her to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. That's all
I'm not
saying.
touching the garbage anymore.
I ask you that all the time. I say all the time.
I'm not touching the garbage anymore.
Oh my God. I just got triggered. I'm sorry.
If I forget it, just leave it at the door. I can't walk past it if it's at the door. Just leave it at the door.
You can't?
No, I've never walked past it with it at the door. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
Hate to see that. But carry on.
I just got triggered because your default, your response was, all right, I'm not gonna pick up the trash anymore. If we weren't saying anything like that. It was just a matter of we appreciate the help, but just
but you rather us not. So now my hands is
no. But see, there's a medium. There's a medium.
What's the medium?
I'm gonna help a little bit. Meaning, hey, garbage is ready. Take it out. Oh yeah, I forgot. My fault. I'll do it now. That's the medium.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the medium right there. Hey, but babe, on your way out the door, don't forget the garbage today. Oh yeah, forgot. Let me grab that. That's it.
Okay, so
not you put on my shoes to run outside with your robe.
So you want the reminder. That's all you want. You don't want us to touch it.
Not a nagging.
What's the nagging?
The tone. There's a tone.
Oh, baby.
There's a tone. Don't come. You forgot the garbage. Just hey, babe, the garbage.
I got a school teacher over here. She'll leave a note. She'll write a post-it. I'll be like, yo, these notes again. Oh my God.
Because you'll read the notes.
I hate the notes.
But he reads it. See, she knows how to get to you.
But see,
That's
that's
what
the
it
thing.
is.
I can totally understand that both of their thought processes. The fact that she thinks, okay, no works. Him going, enough of these goddamn notes.
Post-it notes, man. Find them and burn them.
It makes sense. I get both of them. I totally understand. All right.
Oh, man.
Okay, question number 4. What's the best piece of marital advice you received so far?
Have sex frequently.
Gangster.
Like, I'm just saying, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. An orgasm a day keeps the anger away.
You're not lying.
The crazy part, though, see,
You're not
I'm gonna
lying.
keep it a buck. As well, I'm vibing with them, right? I hear all the answers, so I'm thinking, there's a question later on the show. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be uncomfortable asking now because I kind of felt like, when you hear certain
You wasn't
things,
sure
you
how
don't wanna,
yeah.
shout out to you. That's a fact. That's a
Okay.
fact.
That is a sex resolved a lot of arguments and other things. It brings us closer for sure. So I definitely agree with that. I'm just gonna add keeping God as the center of our relationship.
Yeah.
That has played a huge part. In our first year, we're now in our second year, but our first year of marriage, we used to pray here and there, but going into year 2, which we're currently in now, we decided to go on a Bible app and do a Bible plan together, and pray together, read the Word together, try to get understanding and clarity, and try to apply it to our everyday lives. And we've been consistent with it. I know we missed maybe the last two or 3 days, but it's helped out a whole lot.
Yeah.
Good.
Helped out a whole lot. Yeah.
That's good. Okay. So question number 5. What family ritual or tradition have you created or continued?
A tradition from my family is we always hosting. We always having a barbecue. We always having friends over, especially during Memorial Day weekend. We would always have family and friends come over and we'll cook. And that's something that I feel like now that we have our own place, we've adapted and we've taken on. So because since we got our own place, we've had friends. Hey, yo, just pull up, come over. Like we got food. We just like to host game nights. Thanksgiving, any Father's Day. Any reason to have family and friends to come over, we'll do it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, I think that's a tradition.
From my family, so we love the holidays and we usually would cook and just spend that time with each other. And that's definitely something that I remember engulfing Kenneth in when we first started dating, because we do all holidays together. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, birthdays are national holidays in my family household. So I've been introducing him to that holiday so that he can make sure it's always on his calendar. But yeah, it's just holidays are really big. And one of the things that his family did is hosting. And we've definitely taken that on because we've had countless game nights. We hosted our first Thanksgiving family. We did Father's Day. I think we did Mother's Day. Like we did a lot. So for year 2, we're definitely going to be guests. We're taking a break. We're not hosting year 2.
Yeah, that first year in that new house is always on go.
You're just excited. You just want everybody over.
You have parties nonstop. We had some classics back then. That was good.
Sure did.
Okay, so this segment of the show we call Who's Who. It's a simple question game where you point to who's who, whoever the person is that does whatever it is
that we're asking.
Yes. So, babe, that's for you.
Okay. Number 1. Who apologizes first after a fight?
Come on. It's not even close. I'll use this thing. Yeah.
It's not close.
Not close.
Not close.
Oh, okay.
I be right, and I'm like, yo, you know what? Just to keep the peace. I'm just trying to keep the peace. I don't even want to fight. I'm sorry.
So I'm very stubborn and can hold a grudge. It's definitely something that I'm learning to work on because I can go weeks and not talk to you, and I'm okay. So
To
it's
Kenneth?
yeah,
You go weeks and I talk to Kenneth?
yeah.
Not with me.
Not now, but
Oh.
it'd be like 3-4 days, and I'd be like, but you know, while you dating, it's like, oh, we off? All right, I'm blocking
Oh, yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
number.
I can get that.
Don't even text me. I want to see your name pop up. But it's like he'd be like, hey, we still live here. You trying to talk to me or not? I'd be like, I guess.
I would drag it out. I wouldn't simplify it till it can't be simplified anymore. We're gonna get to the root cause as to why we are fighting, because sometimes we could focus on the surface level.
Yeah.
You know, you could get mad at me that I left the bottle on the countertop. But are you really mad about this bottle on the countertop, or is it
No.
something that I did last week that you still mad
Mhm.
about? So we're gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
That's just, yo, the longer keep that.
Yeah.
Keep that. The
Yes.
longer, because I'm telling you, as time goes on,
That dwindles.
yeah, and but you got to remember that, hey, there's something else here. There's something deeper to the argument. Like he's not just mad at my socks. Like it's gone. So you got to focus on that sometimes. That's dope. That's dope. Who's the better dancer?
No question.
I have a two-step that is
Cut
unstoppable.
it out.
That's what I'm about to say.
That
I'm
has
saying, don't
never
go out
failed
like
me.
that, bro, because the two-step is valuable. They be fronting on the two-step.
Like I could do it.
Anybody can do it.
Nah,
A
that's a
John
lie.
can do it too.
Nah, that's a lie. That's a lie. There's a different kind of bop to your two-step. If your two-step
Yeah,
ain't right, it's off. We were just on vacation and we saw a guy literally have video game style moves where it was like, and then when he went from this to what was it?
Yeah.
It was the funniest.
Oh
It was the
no!
funniest thing we ever saw in our
But,
lives.
and he was very selective because he didn't dance to every song. But when his song came on, you saw them.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening here? So I just think dancing, some of us guys, we might not do all the extra moves, but to be able to get off a good two-step and vibe is essential. So don't sleep on yourself, Kenneth. That's all I'm saying. I would have pointed to myself.
But no, Stacey come on. She likes soca music. She come on. She does all that stuff. So, and this question, I'll give it to her. But my two-step is a problem.
My two steps works for her too. She loves to dance all day. It's oh man, you know, Caribbean women, when they get a certain reggae from a certain age come on for this woman, and it's like, Jesus Christ, I will be here for 2 hours.
It's over.
They're gonna be wherever we are. Once they hit the old reggae bag, we are not leaving till the DJ decides it's
To
done.
switch it up. Yeah.
So
Who's more romantic?
I'll say I think I'm more romantic. I don't know.
Why would you say I'm romantic?
Ooh.
I don't know. That's kind of that is a tough one. That's a tough one because you're the planner. You plan a lot of things, and you plan some romantic dates.
You underselling yourself, Stacey. That's what you're doing. You don't think you?
Okay, what makes you think Kenneth is more romantic?
I guess because he's more spontaneous. Like I will plan a good date for like birthdays and big occasions and just because, but he's more spontaneous where it's raining right now and he'll be like, you know what? Let's go to dinner. Go get dressed. Like, let's go to a fancy dinner. And I'll be like, ooh, okay.
Yeah. I could
yeah.
definitely do that. Like,
I like the spontaneity I definitely like that.
Yeah. I just like once I'm in the mood, if I feel like if you were the two, yeah, let's go out. If you could be like the other day, we was just driving around in the city and we saw this like a steakhouse. I was like, you hungry? Yeah, let's go. And it just worked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that question is more balanced for the both of us.
The answer seems that way.
It does seem that way.
Yeah. That sounds like a great blend, to be honest with you, because you know the big events.
She'll take care of it.
And you know how to just make sure you keep y'all on your feet, on your toes. I like that. It's a good balance.
That's cool.
Who's the bigger baby when sick?
I dare you.
Are you serious?
First of all,
are you serious?
I don't even get sick. I get sick maybe 2 times out of the whole year, and that's when the seasons change from summer when the weather gets cold and when the weather gets hot. Those are the only times out of the year I get sick. This one gets sick, I gotta call her mom. I gotta call the National Guard. I gotta call everybody to come and save Stacy. You can watch me like that all you want. I don't care what you talking about.
You are such a baby.
I'm not a baby.
You are a baby.
You be right here on this same couch, and I'm the one making the tea. I'm getting the honey, the ginger, the garlic, all these things, making you this tea.
She feels so offended.
No, you see the problem is.
What's the problem?
He doesn't like to take care of me when I'm sick.
Oh my God.
He thinks that one day of being sick is enough. That's all you're gonna get. I'm gonna wait on you hand and foot. But 5 days of being sick, nah, you pushing it now. Like you pushing it. You need tea on day 2? Go get that. You hungry? Go get that.
If I'm sick, in the rare occasions that I get sick, right? I'm sick for maybe a day and a half at most. So if we're gonna compare me being sick for a day and a half to you being sick for almost a week.
She got a full all-inclusive week of the flu.
Who take care of who? No question. She's a baby when she's sick. She's a baby.
Who's the social butterfly?
I'm the social butterfly.
Oh,
Okay.
You don't have nobody.
People love me, but I just don't like outside. He is the social butterfly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's 7.
No, that's 5.
That was 5?
Yeah.
No. Okay. I think you off, but we'll check it in post. Who buys more shoes?
It's a lot.
You said shoes. You didn't say sneakers.
Don't get into the.
Who buys more footwear?
No, we could go with the original question.
Footwear.
We're not gonna modify the question.
Do we need to look up the definition of shoes?
Right.
Because you know I'm gonna get the definition for you.
I'll buy more shoes.
Okay. First stage to acceptance. Hi, I'm Kenneth. I buy a lot of shoes.
You're a sneakerhead over there, Kenneth?
What?
Yeah, I am.
Every alert.
I turned her into a sneakerhead. She got Jordans too.
Let's not go there.
Not go there.
Because it's not because of you, it's because of him. That's why. I get it. Yeah, okay.
In order for me to buy sneakers for myself, I have to
buy them for her. Oh, there was a period. There was a period of time, bro. There was a time. We got off that. Don't do that. Now it's nothing but heels. Now you only wear heels.
Don't do that.
But the period of time where it was sneakers was when I was buying my own sneakers.
Not true. Them phone posit runs. Let's not forget about the phone posit days. Let's not forget the Jordans where you only wore them once and never wore them again, and then we find them in the house.
Let's talk about it.
My Jordans, I wore all my Jordans.
Those white and citrus 5s rotted because you wore them once.
I ain't have no citrus.
Yeah, Moving on.
One pair of sneaker. You talking about one?
Moving on.
Okay, last one. Who has the shorter fuse?
Okay. I think we know the answer to that one. Yeah.
She not even playing.
Hey, put your fingers up there. I got you.
I do.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to elaborate on that, but
I don't do well with.
You should see her when she
many things.
See her when she gets behind the wheel. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
That's an understatement. Like I've had many conversations with him that if I could put like a speaker on my car just to yell at the drivers in front of me, or be like the video game where you get to punch somebody out of the way or push them out of the way.
This me, I'll be like this in the passenger seat. I just be looking because I'm like, oh look.
It's bad. I've even gotten out my car to
what?
People. Yeah.
She got into a physical altercation.
Oh, it wasn't in my doing. I was going to work. This lady thought that she can cut my car off on the side where cars are parked. She tried to do a quick get in front of me. Didn't have enough room to speed up and hit my car. So I got out my car and I said, "What's good? Nothing happened to your car." So because she had kids in the car and she was Latina, she thought that she can be a little feisty. And because I looked a little younger than her, she wanted the smoke. So I gave her the smoke.
You beat this lady up in front of her kids?
Sure did, on Broadway in Brooklyn. Knocked her earring clear out of her ear, scratched her face, and then had her hair in my hand. And she's like, "But my kid is in the car. You should have thought about that before you put your hands on me."
Wow.
Once you put your hands on me, I have full reign to tear
right.
you apart.
You right.
You do.
Right.
You do.
You right.
I know she look all dolled up and pretty, and this girl.
And I got in the car and went to work like nothing happened.
Straight from called me on the.
Wait, but what about the car? Like
no reports,
insurance,
no.
no.
Oh, I took a photo of her plate that she was trying to stop me from taking.
You're a real one because you got the pounder out and got the suit. That's real. That's real.
Then she FaceTime me, and I've seen her looking all flustered. I said, "What's going on?" And she told me the situation. I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Just a quick beat down. Ain't nothing to worry about.
Hey, y'all calm down.
I was not in the wrong though.
I didn't say you were.
I'm not gonna stand there and let nobody put their hands on me.
Absolutely.
You gotta,
Very true.
You gotta keep the peace.
Oh yeah? Michelle said when they go low, you go high. I went high. She was low. He was down here.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
That's exactly what she meant. Exactly what she meant. I agree.
She has a short fuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So this is my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the relationship report card, where you guys get to rate your relationship in 4 categories.
Okay.
And we're going to go with the ratings of 1 being unsatisfactory, 2 being needs improvement, 3 being satisfactory, 4 being good, and 5 being excellent.
That sounds like
we
school.
would appreciate it. Similar, just like school. We appreciate it if you do not look at each other before putting your fingers up because we want honest answers.
Yes.
This is usually when it gets pretty funny because the honest answers gets the best content. So Christina will read the categories.
Yes. How do you guys rate your communication?
I'm like, I should have put it down before he saw.
So yeah, how do we? I don't know how to do this without.
You're just supposed to as quick as she did it, as how quick you should do it, and just.
So communication.
Communication
could definitely use some improvement. I'm gonna say 4.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a 4 also.
Okay,
that's good.
How do you guys rate your finances?
I'm gonna say 4.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 3. How do you guys rate your date nights?
5.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was about to say the way y'all be going.
They talked about that earlier.
It needs to be a 4. We going out too much.
At that point, they're still newlyweds.
Yeah, so it better be 10. How do you guys rate your sex life?
I would say 5.
Okay. Especially with her answer earlier. Like, it gotta be 5.
Not going.
I'm gonna say 5.
Don't send him outside with, you know what I mean, with no bullets in the head. He'd be all right. So, our favorite question that we like to ask is, who is your married couple best friend? Like that couple that you know that's married that you guys like to hang out with, that you know they call you guys or you guys call them.
We got too much.
We have a lot.
Oh, okay, that's great.
We have a lot. Yeah, we have at our wedding when it came to the part where it's like call up the single. We had nobody was single at our wedding. Everybody, we're like really just, and I think it's more of a blessing because we are surrounded by a lot of different age groups. We have older people that's been married for 40 plus years, right? Then we have people that have been married for like maybe 15 and 20 years or whatnot. And then we have people that's like us that's been married for less than 5 years.
Yeah.
So to answer the question, who do we like to hang out with the most?
Because look, before you answer too, now that you say that, a key to this is that we then hopefully you guys had a good time on the show. That you would then recommend whoever you're about to name, and you got to help us get them on the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I could see them doing it.
Okay.
So we have in our friendship circles, it's a little different because the year before we got married, I think we went to 4 or 5 weddings. And then when we got married, I think we went to 3
afterwards. So
yeah,
altogether we went to 7 weddings
within that time frame, because either our friends were getting married or they're married or dating, getting engaged. So next year we have weddings to go to as well. So it's insane. So in my friendship circle, I would say, because my friends and I, we have like a wives community where we meet up every Friday. He loves it.
They meet up just to talk about they bash us.
We do not. So cut it out. We learn new skills and tricks, and we come back and we share that at home.
My wife goes out one way and come back. She done learned a whole new thing. I got it like, oh, she knows she argues better now. I can't even
so
I used to get away with.
Oh, this is different.
So the point of our group is to help us, because I have a girlfriend who's been married for, what are they going on there, 5 years, I think. And then another one, Lanisha Wendell, and then another one that's been married a year like us, but she got pregnant, so she now has a 6-month-old. So it's like we're all on different tiers in our marriage. So what we do is we spend once a month, every Friday, out the house. We get to go out to dinner, stay in, do whatever. And then we talk about like what is our biggest struggles, or what's an area that we don't, not necessarily counseling or advice, but just a different perspective. Because sometimes we can see it in just our point of view. And then when we hear an outside point of view, it's like, but I didn't even think about his feelings. I didn't take into account what he might be feeling or going through. And just to see it from different perspectives, which is what we do for each other. So
that's dope.
I think that they would absolutely benefit from this, because they're just like us. They would give you clear-cut answers, like nothing held back. This is what it is. Like, because that's just how we are. So our friendship circles, we have a lot of married people that we hang out with, even on his side of friendship circles.
I was actually thinking about Danny and Sandy.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. We have a lot of different.
That would be my recommendations. They are unfiltered.
Yeah.
Well, especially Dan.
They don't care, because a lot of these friendship circles, they already have kids. So some of them are established where they have like 3 and 4 kids. Some just had a kid. Some have 2 already in the game. Like, so they've already been adapted to the change and fluctuations in the marriage. So they're also well equipped to answer some of these questions, where it's like us, like we get to ask them, like, so how was it? Like, did you love that first kid, or was it just like, go back to where you came from? So it's like we get to ask these unfiltered questions to them, and they're like, listen, this is what it is.
Yeah, that's good to have that around you, because we talk about it. That's one of our slogans is, same roller coaster, just different tracks. So we could all be married, but none of us like live by the same book. No. And I like to have people come on and just tell their perspective of what marriage looks like for them, because I like everybody to understand that. You don't have to listen to the internet and let them tell you what a marriage is and how it's supposed to look and what's supposed to. You do what works with you and your partner.
Yep.
You build your team the way that benefits you guys, not the outside world and people who have nothing to gain or lose from what happens in your household. So that's why I love this lady. She's everything that I want her to be in terms of from the moment I met her. From the moment I met her, this is easily now 20 years ago.
More than that.
All right, well, you know what? Never mind, man. We ain't
you don't want to tell our age?
Yeah, you keep making me sound old. Whole episode, you've been making me sound old.
Y'all both look real young. Y'all look good, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. She was trying to just, God. But another thing y'all said though is this wedding thing. Like weddings, tell me weddings aren't the most fun, bro. What? Tell me weddings are not the most fun. I've never been to a party that's more fun than a wedding.
Wait, your own wedding or
just in general? I go to weddings. If I can get invited to a wedding anywhere, I'm going.
I'm not gonna lie, I was stressed out during my wedding.
Really? You didn't enjoy it?
I enjoyed the actual wedding, but the leading up to the wedding, going to the multiple venues, and that was hard for me.
It's not in my head because I'm letting them talk. Don't look at me like that.
No, that was extremely difficult for me. That was not my strength. She's the planner. I'm the, what do I need to pay? Let's just get it over with. Is this what you like? and but the actual day was beautiful.
He was probably saying that because I had him everywhere. Cake tasting, picking out the floral arrangements, wedding dress, the bridesmaid dress. He was there. He wasn't missing a beat.
I wasn't there for the wedding dress.
Not the wedding dress, but the bridesmaid dress. He was definitely there holding it up like, you like this color? It looks good. I was like,
I'm gonna ask a question, Kenneth. Did she make you watch Say Yes to the Dress?
oh no.
Wait, did she make me say yes to the dress?
No, the show. That show, Say Yes to the Dress. You never saw that? Listen,
I
bro,
never seen that one.
I watched that show for so many seasons because of this woman.
Oh, we watched everything else though. Love is Blind.
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight. What's the other one?
It's so many.
There's so many that we watched.
Shows that I would never watch if I had never would watch.
90 Day Fiance.
I caught myself one day in the house by myself watching this show about the wedding dress. Hold on. No, she's
Word.
I don't got
That's
time.
why he talking about me. He was watching it.
It gets interesting sometimes. It got interested. But
Love Island is our show right now. But let me put on the Knicks game. Oh my God. She's out of here. Straight to the bedroom.
I have no dedication for a team that hasn't made an accomplishment since Patrick Ewing.
All right. Okay. Okay. We don't need facts right now.
Bugs was part of the Charlotte Hornets.
You live in New York.
We don't need Knicks facts. It's not about the facts with the Knicks.
Come on now.
It's not facts. We just live here. We live here. We got to support.
You gotta rep where you live.
Man.
Please.
She from Guyana. Y'all forget. She from Guyana.
All these facts. We know we do horrible business. It's basketball.
All right, guys. We want to thank you for coming out. We appreciate y'all. We want y'all to do the band wave with us one time.
Okay.
One time.
So
Put your hands up.
put your bands in the sky, wave them side to side, and give your spouse a five.
Same side.
There you go. You got there you go. So again, thank you again to the Roberts. We appreciate you guys so much for coming on.
Yes.
Hopefully
Thank you for having me.
you guys recommend, and when this drops, we'll tag you so you know to share and get all the good people watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
So
you
Of
guys.
course. Of course. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Take care.